Hi guys, this is Cindy, and I just wanted to show you the beginnings of my next design team project for Artzology. I'm using two main kits, the Botanical Sketch Journal. It's number 146. It is 10 double pages. When I mean double pages, I mean when you fold it in half, you got a page here and a page here that's different. So there's 10 things to print out, but it actually means 20 pages in your journal. So 10 double pages. I'm also using the Fall Vintage Printable Journal cards. I'll show you those in a minute, number 146. I used one page out of the Ladybug kit, which I just happened to have, and then I also used several little pages out of the Woodland Junk Journal. So these are all her kits. She has many more kits that would work with this Botanical Sketchbook Journal. I just decided to use these and see what I have in my stash, which I haven't even looked at yet. But anyway, I wanted to show you these double pages. And I printed them several different ways. I printed some of them with the pages back to back because I wanted it to be like double-sided cardstock. So there's two of the pages there. There's one and two. And I printed these. I'll explain what I printed them on in just a second. There's another set, and I also printed on the back one of the pages, so there's 4. And here's another one. And on this one, I have in my digital stash, we'll call it, this lined coffee dyed paper. I think it was a freebie from a Frimer's Vintage Garden. But it's easy if you have coffee dyed paper to scan it and use it as your own background. Here's another one of the pages. And I also put that lined paper on the back of it. And here's another page. And on this one, I took a background from the Woodland kit and used it because it had a quote and, you know, just looks like something that someone might sketch. Has the lines. And on this one, I made a mistake. I printed the page. Here's the page. Okay. And I printed this. I was going to print that on the back. I forgot to flip my paper, so they're both printed on the same side. You can see the rose and the bird, but here's that woodland print there. And I decided I really kind of liked it. It put a border around it. It added lines. It didn't do much to the whole overall picture. Added the quote. It just on the flower here you can see a little bit of leaves, but other than that, I thought it was a pretty cool combination. And I had the same lined paper on the back. Okay, since I messed that up, I'm still using it. I went ahead and printed this page again. And I messed up again. I printed the same thing twice. It's because my printer was messing up. So you hit print, you know, 2 or 3 times. And then I decided it didn't matter because this bird and this rose would be on one side of the journal and this bird and the rose would be on the other side. It's not like I had a rose here and a rose here. So it worked fine, printing the same page back to back. Here's another one. And then here's a page from that Woodland journal. See how they go together very well. And she has many journaling cards and add-ons and things that would work with this set. Oh, sorry, that's another page. Then I added another page from the Woodland Journal. Okay, now here are that's from the Botanical Sketch Journal. From the Fall Vintage Printable Journaling Cards Ephemera Kit are these, there's 8 journaling cards, 4 per page. And I just left them blank on the back. I could have easily printed that lined paper on the back, but I didn't. There's the other 4. And that's how they come, full size. All right, then I decided I would print them smaller. So here they are, smaller, both sheets to 1 page. So I've got smaller little cards, bigger cards. And then here's where I tried doing it and I ran out of ink. So all is not lost. I can take my Vintage Distress ink and get that purpley color off of there. So anyway, and then, all right, let's stop to talk about these real quick. I think this is photo paper. This is photo paper. But I had been to some garage sales and, you know, Salvation Army and that sort of thing, and had picked up a bunch of this photo paper and greeting cards and labels and all that. And I decided I was going to try using some of them. So one of the ones I got was this Avery greeting cards. It's a quarter fold. So right there, give you an idea. So I thought, well, I have 4 of these on a sheet. How would they do? Well, it did fairly well. If I was going to make like a booklet or a greeting card, they fit on the page really well, except of course they're upside down. But I don't care about that. I was going to separate them. And I think at the time I was thinking these are perforated, but they're not. But it still was a kind of a neat way to use up this greeting paper that greeting card paper that I'm not going to print greeting cards. So anyway, I did that to both sets of these. You can see how they fold, because it gives you the fold lines. They're just not perforated. Now on the pages, I picked this, which I had bought as well, just thinking I would try it out. It's matte half fold greeting cards. So these fold in the middle, and there's your page. So it worked out very well on these. So all I'm going to have to do is trim out the white, and it just folds in half. Now, you know, it doesn't really matter. This feels like, yep, it's there. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to use this stuff to fold your pages, of course. But I just thought I would experiment since I had these things in my stash. So I got to trim the white off, and these pages are ready to go. I won't fold the rest. But then one more thing I was going to show you, if I can figure out where I put it. I've got it all over the place here. Was I had labels. These are the clear ones. I didn't use those. Here are the white ones. There's 30 per sheet, and I gotta find the sheet I printed. It's the one sheet I printed from the Ladybug kit because I wanted a background. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, I'm not sure if you can tell. Right there is the edge of the labels. So, and this is the background sheet from the Ladybug kit. So I can peel up any of these labels, and I have that printed on label I can use somehow to decorate on the pages. So anyway, I got this idea from Gail. She had got some labels at a garage sale, I think, and she printed on them. So I thought, I want to try that. So I was busy printing out for this journal using all of these different packages of labels and papers I got. So that's how I printed this journal out. So anyway, we're going to experiment with that. Let me show you the cover. I was going to use, let me see if I can grab it. This is the cover, because I was thinking kind of fallish, and it's got woodlands and just, you know, the earth tones. And then when I was at Salvation Army, I found this book. It's green. It's definitely grungy. You can tell it had something here on the corners that protected it, because it's the darker green, and you can see a little bit of the writing. It was about journalism on this corner too. And then it's got right here where it's just kind of bunged up a little, and I think that's great. I like it that it's bunged up, and you can tell on the spine the different colors. So this reminded me of like a journal that someone would have taken outside in the woodlands and the meadows to wherever they were going to do their sketching. So this is going to be my cover, and I'm going to clean the cover up a little bit. I may Mod Podge these little spots here so they don't deteriorate anymore. And this is going to be my grungy cover. I'm just ready to do grungy. And this book was in my library, and let's see the date. Copyright 1929, 1939. So probably around 1939, this book. So anyway, it's going to be great. And anyway, that's where I'm starting on this, and I thank you for watching, and I'll keep you updated. Bye.